The challenge with people building confidence is they don't push themselves. A lot of people are not self-motivated. They want to be pushed by others, or they wait until they're nudged, or they wait until they're thrown into a chaotic situation. And that's not so much fun, when you have to get to that position. So a lot of people also, when I think about all the people I've met over 35 years in my training business, is a lot of people don't even realize that they're not challenging themselves because they're very comfortable. Why should they change? Their leader isn't saying anything. They're making a decent living. They're going along doing their thing, and they don't even realize that they're not growing, that they're just being status quo. And so again, if you want to build confidence, you have got to be challenged. You have got to step out. And ways we can do that if we're not self-motivated. But even if we are self-motivated, there are times I'm not motivated. Here are the answers. This is what I've done, okay? I have had coaches. I still have coaches to this day. And what's great about coaches, because I have them and I coach assistants and executives, is they push you, they nudge you, they challenge you, they make you uncomfortable. They help you see what you don't see. And they're going to hold you accountable. So I love coaches. Mentors are also people. I had mentors in my administrative career. When I first started in the profession, I had amazing senior level executive assistants who mentored me, and they challenged me by teaching me new skills and how to be that top-notch executive assistant. I love mentors. I still have mentors today. And in fact, I have coaches and mentors in all 5 pillars of my life, which is something I talk about in Big Life: career, family, financial, spiritual, and my wellness. I have coaches and mentors in all of those areas. The other kinds of people who can help us and get out of our comfort zones and challenge us are colleagues at work. Now, I say that with a grain of salt, because if you have colleagues at work or coworker assistants who are also very comfortable and are very content with platonic conversations, then no, they're not going to challenge you. You're all going to have the same conversation. And therefore, you're not going to grow. You will not build your confidence. Do you understand that through growth, by doing these challenging things, that's really how we build our confidence in all phases of our life? So build relationships in your workplace with others. I'm not saying all of them have to be that way. I know also for me, the greatest people in my life who challenged me and pushed me out of my comfort zones were 3 executives that I was fortunate to work with over my 20-year career as an assistant. So over 20 years, I worked in 12 different companies. I had a lot of leaders. There were 3, though, that really challenged me. And the first one, I'll never forget him. His name is John, and I was 26 years old. John taught me how to be a business partner. He challenged me in so many ways. He delegated tough assignments to me, tough projects. He had confidence that even if I didn't know what to do, I would learn what to do. I would go to the resources. I give, my greatest growth and my greatest appreciation to that executive because I carried that with me the rest of my life. My second executive, who was amazing, was my executive at Steelcase. His name was John also. We were living in Asheville, North Carolina. I was with John for 5 years. John, the whole idea at Steelcase was continuous improvement. There was no settling for mediocrity. And so John would challenge me. He would teach me how to do his weekly reports, which were immense. And we were a manufacturing facility. we had to pull numbers from all over. I had to learn how to calculate those numbers. And I don't like numbers. Do you think I backed off? No. And so I developed and I grew, and that built my confidence. And then my third executive, who was toward the end of my career, his name was Chip. And he was the CEO of a big bank, Boatman's Bank in Memphis, Tennessee. I was only with Chip for 6 months, but he also taught me many new skills and how to think differently, and he would challenge me. And so I'm grateful. So look to, if it's not your own executive, there are other executives in your organization. There are other managers. It doesn't have to be just the person you support. They're all over, and they love helping other people grow. Aside from that, I think it's really looking at your circle of friends and who you hang out with is very important. I talk often about your inner circle. And so having friends who, yes, you have fun with and have a good time, but you challenge each other's thinking. I have a very good friend. Her name is Ruth. We've been great friends for 24 years. And when I'm with her, she's smart. She's 5 years older than me. She's always learning. She is all over technology. She knows what's going on. And every time we get together, she's like, look at this. Look at what I did. Here's how I did it, Joan. You need to put this into your business. I'm like, oh, all right, Ruth. Yeah. But, she elevates me, and I bring those ideas to my workplace. If you want to build your confidence, surround yourself with these people who will challenge you and help nudge you and push you, and ask them. Don't be afraid to say, hey, Brian, I need some help in stepping out of my comfort zone. Where do you think I can grow? Please, would you work with me and challenge me on some assignments, or, maybe how to handle a situation differently? Honestly, people do love to help. You just have to ask.